Okay, so next I'm going to go ahead and put the pistons back onto the crankshaft here. So go ahead and turn that around. Get this one out first, do number one. First I'm going to put a little assembly lube into the rod hole there. Alright, so here on this, of course it's forward that way, and I've already put the pin on one side to make it easier for myself. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure that one goes all the way in fine, it seems like it. Alright, so that one's on. Let's switch sides for now because I can't easily get over there. Since everything was really cleaned on this, they were a bit dry. There we go. Okay, now I just need to put the clips in. Easier said than done, of course. There we go. One down. Spin this around. There we go. Do it by hand, it goes right in. It's seated, move the pin back and forth a little bit. There we go. Okay. We got it. Alright, so next we have the gasket here. Goes right there. I've got to figure out where the pins go. I don't remember. So I'm gonna go look real quick. Be right back. Okay, so I had a look at the manual. The pins go right here in the front, so I'm just gonna put those in right there on this side and right there on this side. Kind of move this so it doesn't move around so much. Up next, I'm pretty sure I have to put in some part of the chain tensioner because it's goofy. But I'm not entirely sure, but I think so. I think it goes right there. I may have to pull this back out of the way real quick. Just gonna drop it in there for now. Okay, so this is one of the issues with this engine, so I went ahead and got a brand new cam chain wheel here. Right there. Oh yeah, that original one is really torn up. I hope the other one's okay. It looks okay, this one. Still turns fine. So the way it goes is, this goes in the middle. Like that, and kind of sits down in there about like that, except the other way around, about like that. Then it has these little rubber things that go in there and kind of hold everything in place, like right here. It can be a little tricky to get in here. There we go. You can see why they went to a more modern design later on. Then I guess got to put this on here also because it goes kind of back like that, and that's what actually pushes on it. So it's kind of like that, if you will. There's a little tab you got to line up here also. Do you see right there? Yep, right there. Got it. Then we can put that kind of axle thingy back in, and all that magically turns and breaks off. Then you have issues. Ooh, glad I noticed that. A little bit of shavings in there still. Gotta clean that out. There we go. Get that all cleaned up. There we go. So yeah, that's kind of how these tensioners work, and that pushes forward on it from back there. So now we can put the gasket back on and put the cylinders on. There we go. Okay guys, up next we're gonna put the cylinders here on. So the first thing I'm gonna do is lubricate them up a little bit with a little bit of 2-stroke oil here. Then take a ton. And there we go. Alright. These have quite big tapers, so they're generally pretty easy to get on there. Like I showed you earlier, I already went ahead and put that in there, and I placed this in, which goes there, I think. Pretty sure. Anyway, so we'll get the cylinders on. There we go. Okay, so now I'm just gonna kind of push the rings a little bit. These go in here pretty easy, like I said. Here, going in there. Now make sure this side's going in as well. Oh, that fell out. Okay, so the next step here is putting this in, the upper chain guide. Yeah, it's a little worse than I thought. Anyway, that goes right in there like that and slides down and clips in. Then you gotta slide the bottom pin in. There it is. Slide the pin in the bottom once you get it in place. It's a little bit tricky to get everything in place. These things are really not designed for user serviceability. You gotta get that centered. Okay. Once you get all that done, it's time to start putting the cylinder back down. There it is. Make sure the chain doesn't get bunched up in there. Okay, up next is the head gasket. And of course I have another set of pins that go right here. Just like that. Okay guys, now it's time to reinstall the valves. I did a little light seating on these already, or light polishing, whatever. Anyway, gonna start with this one right here. Just like to stand it up like this. Makes it easier. These have a dual spring, no big deal. Just goes on there like that. And you get your valve. Oop. Okay, there's one of them. Gonna do this one next. And I went ahead and lubricated up the stems a little bit. There we go. Got the intake ones done. Now I just gotta do the exhaust. Exhaust is easier because I can set it like this. There we go. Valve in first, little spring, big spring, then valve spring compressor. Same thing on these. There's one. Now just one more. So again here, same thing. Valve in first. Big spring. Little spring and keeper. Grab your handy dandy compressor. Knock that off so it's pain. And there we go. All four done. Okay, so now it's time to begin installing the head. Unfortunately, I lost some of the original audio, so this is going to be a little bit of a voiceover right here. But anyway, you basically just install that down. It's not terribly hard. And then I'm going ahead and put a magnet on the cam chain so I can get to it. And now I'm installing the gasket there for the upper head, which I'm installing now. Notice there is 2 pins towards the back of the engine there that you need to take note of. Finally, I'm putting the 4 new screws in that go into kind of hold this upper head piece onto the lower head. So I'm just inserting those now. In the next video, we'll finish up with the cam install as well as setting up the timing and part of the starter system because you need that for the timing marks. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it.